It's your dude, Ryan Antonio Henry here, 5519 Young Street at the Forum Barber Parlor shop. Here for another special edition of Below the Hardwood. We talk mid-season awards. It's getting a little cold, so let's join the guys inside. Welcome to a special edition of Below the Hardwood. I'm your host, Ryan Henry, sitting here with the team, the homies, the compadres. Again, I'm always running out of stuff, so you guys need to help me out with this. Who are you, kind sir?
Dexter. Hi, Nicky.
Again, that's 2 times. Who are you?
What's up? It's Alan Shane, aka Beast Mode, aka Hold aka I'm only here not to get fun.
Oh my god. Not even 10 seconds in, and we already have to get the beat buzzer. And to my left, we have our special guest. Can I get a little bit about you, kind sir?
Name's Patrice Alexander. Here at the Forum Barber Parlor. 5519 Young Street. Want to get a little plug for these guys. Forget the Google Maps.
Oh.
Huge basketball fan. Been watching basketball since 1985, 1986, you know. Big Knicks fan. Always been a fan of the game. We get into the Knicks.
But it's all right. Thank you for joining the team today.
Thank you.
As we always do, we're here to talk the best in the NBA. This is a special edition, of course. This is the BTH Mid-Season Award Show. We are about to hand out some... No. We agreed that's not happening. We are about to hand out some mid-season awards, you know, the best in the league, all that stuff. Let's get right into it. This award is called Who Got Next? And what I like to say, this is the award for the best in the league under the age of 25. So, that's the young guns that are going to be, you know, the KDs, the LeBrons, the Westbrooks of the league in the future. So, Dexter, let's start this off. Actually, I want to start this off with our guest.
Thank you.
Who do you think is going to be running this league? Who got next?
I'm a big fan of Jimmy Butler. I believe Jimmy Butler right now is the best two-way guard in the NBA. Actually, best two-way player in the NBA right now. Also a big fan of Paul George. Paul George is out for most of the season. He did a great job. Playoffs. Klay Thompson, definitely carrying the torch for the young guys right now. Of the guys under 25 right now, those are the 3 guys who really have my sights.
But Jimmy's your number 1?
Yeah, Jimmy Butler right now is my number 1, and he's real cheap.
It's true. Oh, for now.
Yeah.
For now. Dexter,
I got the brow. Anthony Davis. He looks like a monster right now. He gets blocks, he's on defense, he's playing like a guard, and he's just very injury prone. That's what I'm scared of.
Is he? I think he's been relatively healthy.
And get a damn haircut.
Well, he could come to out.
Shout out to Forum.
Under 25 player.
My top I want to give it out to over in Utah is what's his name? Sorry, Gordon Hayward right there. Gordon Hayward's doing a really good job this season, one of the top 20 scorers in the NBA, and he's doing a lot without Alec Burke in the lineup. And you know what? He actually is worth the money that he was given this year. There was a lot of speculation if he was actually worth that money, and he is. He's a top-rated player in this league, and he's carrying the team.
I'm actually surprised you said that because Utah gets no love at all, and what Gordon's been doing. Although Utah's not in the playoffs right now, it's still
individually, he is that next player. He's the next cusp player that's coming to this league that's actually going to make a statement.
Definitely. I'm going to stick with the Western Conference. Anthony Davis is 21 years old. So when you have a 21-year-old Anthony Davis, that's ridiculous what he's doing for that New Orleans basketball club. And the fact that he might even get them in the playoffs, but we'll save that for another time.
I thought someone was going to say Andrew Wiggins. I got a shout out to Andrew Wiggins. All right, stand up. City above.
Too early?
I'll give it to him, man. Drop 3 points on the run. That's not hard. Or easy.
Going on to a team now that is actually, well, I don't know if you guys want to call it the 1 minute man. If the disappointment in the league, the team that was supposed to do something but have fallen a little bit short.
It's not happening this way.
Back to our guest to lead off the 1 minute man.
Fall a little bit short, it's an understatement. My Knicks fall to the bottom of the barrel again. $82 million payroll. I've always been a firm believer that money equates championships. Obviously, it's not the case at this point. New York, Brooklyn, $92 million payroll. Phil Jackson came out this week and said his whole method fell right through the cracks, fell flat in his face, didn't work. J.R. Smith can't read, can't understand the triangle. It's not good for New York. No, it's not good for New York.
not fun times in New York, except for All-Star Weekend. But, Dexter.
The disappointing team are the Spurs. Whoa. Ooh. Did I say that? Yeah. They're in 7th right now. They're 12 games over 500. They came off a championship run where they demolished the Miami Heat. And this is supposed to be Kawhi Leonard's come out year, and he's been injured throughout the whole thing. So the Spurs.
Is it really disappointing in the Western?
I think Pop knows. Yeah, Pop knows.
No, I'm not scared for the playoffs, but disappointment is the Spurs.
So as a fan, you're saying you're disappointed?
I hate Spurs.
I relate to that.
I was gonna go with the Charlotte Hornets, but you know what? I realized that it's Lance Stephenson. Lance Stephenson is the biggest disappointment this season. He was averaging 13 points last year, and then they gave him all this money to go over to Charlotte, and he's a disappointment. He's been injured a lot. He's not doing much. He's averaging about 6 points a game. Lance Stephenson, he's missing. He's not there in the season. So he fell off the radar.
Not a team, but you're going with 1 minute man.
Lance Stephenson. Break me off. Show me what you got. I don't want no one man. He blows too quickly, though.
For my 1 minute man, I'm gonna say Miami. Actually, I'm gonna take a little bit from your page. I'm gonna go say Chris Bosh. What was that money that we gave him at the beginning of the year? That what was it?
That was stay home money.
They should have known this was gonna happen. Bosch's days as the number 1 option are over. He's not worth that LeBron James money, and he just completely robbed Miami blind. So he is my 1 minute man, if you want to say.
But if they didn't give him that money, Houston wouldn't give him that money.
But Houston would actually had men to back him up, and he would have.
Yeah, but that money was they had to give him that money. It wasn't like he didn't deserve it. He deserved it.
I don't think he deserved it. That's a little too much. But moving on, and this is a team that has, as Alan once said, the nerd at the cool table. This is what we like to call the Outsiders Award. The team that's going to sneak into the playoffs this year, get that 8th spot in the East or the Western Conference. Dexter, I'll let you lead this one off.
My favorite player in the league right now is Russell Westbrook. I think they could pull it out with Kevin Durant. Durant's a little banged up right now, but I think they could pull it out, get to that 8th spot. I see Thunder. Screw you.
Thunder.
I hate you, Suns.
I'm with Dexter 100%. I say OKC. You don't want to face these guys first round, Golden State.
Scary.
You don't want to face the first round, yeah. You want to face the first round. You want to face the first round, yeah.
They might be the scariest 8th seed since Golden State. That 2007.
OKC is not supposed to be 500 right now.
No.
The fact that 2 players were out for about 2 months combined, they're not supposed to be 500.
No, definitely not that team at all.
My team's the Pelicans, right? Like as we're sitting right now, they're sitting at 7-3, and they stopped the Hawks in their tracks in their 19-win streak. So you know what? Give it to Anthony Davis and the crew. That team's hungry and ready to come up there and take a playoff spot. I don't think OKC's gonna make it.
Without a doubt, I actually completely agree. If you watched our preview show at the beginning of the season, I was really big on Anthony Davis getting the Pelicans into the playoffs this season, and I think he will do it. They've had some impressive victories, knocking off some big teams, especially that last-second play against Dallas to beat the Mavs. Anthony Davis is ready to take that next step, so I got AD and the Pelicans for my outsiders.
We don't care about the East.
Anybody
can make it.
Moving on to a team that, actually not a team, more of a player. This is what we like to call the TBT, not the Throwback Thursday, but the TBTC, turning back the clock player of the season. So we're gonna go from the elder statesman this time. So Dexter, your elder statesperson who is impressing you.
I got Pau Gasol. He looks so good right now on the Chicago Bulls. He's looking like a Memphis Pau Gasol, a championship Laker Pau Gasol. Shout out to Lakers. And he's averaging 18 and 12. He looks really good. Turning back the clock.
You look a little puzzled there.
Yeah,
a little frustrated.
Yeah. So
is there a reason?
I was gonna go with BC. Yeah, that he got injured. Then I was like Pau Gasol. Then I rolled with stuff about Pau Gasol, and this motherfucker said Pau Gasol. So you know what? It's Pau Gasol, 18 and 12, coming back as an all-star, looking like the Memphis Grizzlies days. Pau Gasol.
You got this.
I just, yeah, that's who I give a shout out to for that award.
And our man in the middle,
Why not?
I gotta go with Dirk Nowitzki in Dallas. Dirk's always getting it done. I gotta go away from these guys. Dirk's always getting it done. Dirk, I gotta tip my hat to you. You took $7 million, gave Parsons, your paycheck to bring him in to get that championship.
So for the first time in Below the Hardwood history, we don't have someone hating on Dirk Nowitzki. I would also like to say Dirk Nowitzki is turning back the clock because 18 points a game, about 6 or 7 rebounds. The Mavs are fighting between 2nd and 5th in the West constantly. Dirk Nowitzki's turning back the clock every day.
We can't get no
He
more.
deserves every penny. And a ton more than he is actually getting. Thank you for backing me up because this one here is a little bit of a hater. Thank you. But turning back the clock.
Did something boring happen?
Moving on to something that Alan here, the 2K mode. You want to say
cheese?
What do you call this?
Clock cheese.
Shot clock cheese.
Fromage.
This is the award of the player who you wouldn't want to give the ball to in the last 5 seconds of the game. You want that person to win the game for you. This season, who do you have as your shot clock cheese?
Not a big fan. James Harden. James Harden creates a lot of space. He's a 6'5" guard. He has incredible ball handling skills. If it's a bigger guard, he's taking off the dribble. He can destroy them. If it's a smaller guard, he can take him in the post. I really don't want to see James Harden, but I'm gonna have to.
What's your beef with James Harden?
He doesn't play defense.
Is yours better than yours? Is that what it is?
I think he's more worried about the beard than he is actually playing defense, right?
He's stepping up this year.
You know what?
He's pressing L2.
How many years James Harden's been in the league now?
About what, 2007? 2008? What was it?
7 years. I hate hearing he's playing good defense now, 7 years later.
Yeah.
I hate hearing that.
Yeah.
Hard D is something
Especially
too,
for that
right?
money too.
Offense wins games, defense wins
His
championships.
defense is scoring more points than you at the offensive end. That's his defense, okay?
Alan, your shot clock cheese.
My shot clock cheese to another player who I don't necessarily like or admire in any way, shape, or form, but I gotta give it to Kyle Korver. He's one of the strength-headed people who have Bolton at a Hawks 19 win streak, and he's shooting 50% from field goal range, 53% from three-point range. That's kind of crazy. So whenever you want a shot to go in, that's who to call. And his number is always ringing. He's always ready to answer it.
True.
I got Steph Curry. He makes the best decision. He can pass it off. He'll shoot it if he needs to. He can create space. He does everything, all the intangibles to get a good shot. And I would give it to him in the last second.
I haven't seen a buzzer beater from him this season, but I'm gonna go with Mr. I got snubbed, Dame Lillard. Damian Lillard has that swag in the last 5 seconds of a game, as you saw against Houston last year in the playoffs, that I think he's gonna be that Mr. Kobe Bryant in the future. And I think Dame Lillard's actually at that level. Shout out to Dame for getting snubbed, but I got you here. So that would be the shot clock cheese. The last one I want to talk about and get an opinion from you guys is who the real MVP? Who is the real MVP of this league? Sorry, we need the Kevin Durant voice. I can't do it. But who is your hashtag you the real MVP?
Steph Curry. Bottom line is the best player and the best team in the league. Done. 22 points a game, 5 assists. Sorry, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. He's shooting 91% from the free throw line. The guy's shooting 39% from 3. The guy's shooting 49% from the field.
I have a question.
Point guard. Yeah.
Do you think it's Steve Kerr that kind of made him get to this level?
Steve Kerr just let the players go out and play.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson, I mean, I'm a New York Knicks fan. Mark Jackson drafted by us. 1987. Mark Jackson more of a guard mentality. Stop. I want to play a half-court offense. Certain players you can't gauge, you can't hold, you can't cage them. Playing under Mark Jackson, pull the reins on him too much. Steve Kerr let these guys go. These guys are young kids, let them go run. Is it gonna work in the playoffs? Doubt it, but right now,
They ain't got a big.
They're doing 52 points and
They ain't got a big.
37 points.
Watch Memphis. Memphis will get to Golden State in the playoffs.
Dexter, who is your MVP this
Same as him. Let's keep it short. Same as him again.
And
Fear the beard, man. James Harden is the MVP of the 2015 NBA season. Okay, he's leading the Houston Rockets with a diminished bench and playing. Dwight Howard's not even there, and he's still putting it up. He's leading the league in scoring. He's doing it all, and he's getting the line as much as he wants, whenever he wants. And he's doing it at the same time while having Josh Smith on his team. That is the biggest weight ever, and he's still doing it. Okay, so James Harden's MVP. Easy said and done.
True. I'm gonna go kind of off the board here completely, because he's not on a playoff team technically, but if they do get in the playoffs, Anthony Davis is my mid-season MVP. It's just his body of work and what he's done for this Pelicans team is ridiculous. He has no help on that team, no significant help. He has an old Tyreek Evans who's kind of rejuvenating his career. He has Eric Gordon who's been injured and dead for the last 6 years, and then Omar Sheik to help him back up in the paint. But he's putting down 30, 10, 5 block nights. He started the season off with near triple-double in blocks. He's a monster. If he does get in the playoffs, maybe they want to toss it. I don't see them tossing an MVP, but
he's the fantasy MVP player, honestly. When it comes to stats, 100%.
Sure. That's a stupid pick.
No idea. Interesting. We are in a barbershop, so I just want to throw one more question to you. Who is the best cut in the NBA?
Amir Johnson.
Yes, Amir.
Best haircut in the NBA, number 50, Amir Johnson.
Is there a reason why?
Guy's always fresh.
I wonder who is Barber.
I wonder.
Question.
Where Amir gets his hair done.
Moving on to 24-second shot clock time. You guys know what this is, but this one is going to be a little themed. It's going to be #IWasWrong. So looking back into our previous, preseason predictions, what were we wrong about? The player, the team, or the coach that has, made a difference in the league right now. And I'm going to start this off with our guest. 24 seconds of whatever you got. What were you wrong about?
Atlanta Hawks. Had the Atlanta Hawks usually come in at 4th, 5th seed every single year. They usually don't do much. Had no idea that the assistant head coach came from San Antonio. You can kind of see the same system they have in place from San Antonio. He's implemented over in Atlanta. You look at their payroll. Their payroll's sub $60 million. One player's making over $10 million. Horford, Atlanta Hawks.
It's beautiful work. Upper management, they killed it. Dexter, you want to give me your number for a second? Yeah.
Can I get sad music? Kobe Bryant.
What did you expect?
I was so sad when you went down. I just saw you crumble in front of my hands, and it hurts as a Kobe fan. For all you Laker fans and Kobe fans, he will be back next year.
Tissue.
And I'm sorry, I was wrong.
You were wrong. Mr. Alan Shea, I was wrong.
I was wrong, and it hurts to admit it, but one of the first preview episodes with Will and Dwayne, shout out to Will and Dwayne, I said that the Detroit Pistons were my sleeper team to watch. And the Detroit Pistons are really, really bad this year. Yes, once they shipped Josh Smith, they did get a little better. But now the injury to Brandon Jennings, there's no survival, there's no hope. But it's sad to say, I thought they were going to do well. I knew they were going to go to Josh Smith, but this is underproduction.
All right. They were up there, and then Jennings just hit the floor.
Yeah, I was like, I'm almost right. I'm wrong.
For my #IWasWrong, it's the Houston Rockets. As a Texas Dallas Mavericks fan, I was wrong about the Rockets. I thought they were going to fall flat in their face. I didn't think James Harden and Dwight Howard could coexist and get along to get them up there. But right now, James Harden may actually be the mid-season MVP. He actually has a chance to compete with Steph Curry to get that MVP, and he has the Houston Rockets in the top 5 in the West. So, shout out to James Harden. I don't like you, but you're the dude. You're the real MVP right now.
Y'all hate beer, man.
I don't know. But that was another stimulating edition. That was the mid-season awards. But before we close it out, where can we find you, sir? On Facebook, Instagram, social media, anything.
Instagram, Patrice Forum, PATRICE FORUM Instagram, @the Forum BP, THEFORUM BP. On Instagram, Twitter, at Petroleus Forum, PATRONEOUSFORUM. Social media.
And of course, if you want to cut it, 5519 Yonge Street, Toronto, Ontario.
Say
Appointment
BTH.
only.
Appointment only.
Say BTH. You don't get a discount. You pay more.
And Alan.
At Crooklyn's Nicest and on Christian Singles.
Dexter _ BTH on Tinder and whatever you like.
Swipe right. And at Alright Henry on Twitter. That was again the mid-season award show. Thank you for watching. Subscribe on YouTube and of course BTH on NBA on Twitter, all that good stuff. And belowthehardwood.com if you want to see the full list of awards that we did not get to. Thank you and have a good evening.
Peace.
Thank you for the invite.
Can I get like a cut?
The Oscar. Why did the Lego movie get Best Animated Feature?
That's bull crap. Bull crap.
Can you cut it like this?
Legit.
Legit. He's right.
Cut it like this.